Coffee and donut for grown up. Thank goodness it's Friday, baby. Thank goodness it is Friday. Another work week completed. Weekend is here, which is going to be a quick spin weekend. You know, the weekends don't last long enough for us hardworking people. No, but salute to everybody, man. Just waiting for a few people to come on in here. We gonna talk real quick. I'm really trying to manage sometimes how long I'll be on here. Cause I'd rather really get into the long extended cooks at the house. Angie, baby. How you doing, love? Good to see you this morning, Angie, baby. It's Friday. I'm about to get out of here in another hour and a half, get off this graveyard shift and go home and relax. And just get ready for a weekend that I ain't gonna do nothing, cause I ain't trying to spend no money, you hear me? So you got to stack that bread sometime. I'm gonna sit back in the house, spend time with the fam, and that'll be it, and see what's gonna happen over the weekend with these fights and everything else is going on. But one thing I want to talk about real quick, I don't know if you watched the Angie, baby. I don't know if you watch press conferences. Yeah, snowstorm coming, so I will be in that damn house. You know what I mean? So once I get out of here, I'm gonna go do a little bit of running around, and then my ass will be in the house. Know what I mean? So I don't know if you watched press conference or not, but yesterday Brian Garcia and Mario Barrios had their first presser for their fight coming up February the 21st, which is actually the day before Clarissa Shields and Franchon Cruz fight. Mike Rim in the building. Mike Rim, I know you seen the presser. So I watched the presser yesterday, Angie, baby, and Mike Rim, and oh my goodness. I hate pressers. I really hate watching the pressers. And Ryan, Ryan is just so animated and so coked up. People talking about he on steroids, he on Pez, he on that Cokey 9. And I ain't talking about the one you find in the bottle or can. He on them sugar boogers. Ryan is on that nose candy. These idiots all up in their feelings and keep talking about he's on steroids and this, that, and the other. I don't want to hear that mess. They still can't get over the fact that he dropped Devin Haney a couple times. It ain't the Peds. He on that nose candy. You heard what Rick James said. Cocaine is a hell of a drug. That's what Ryan is on. If you've been around drugs, no matter if you used them or sold them, or you know people that used them or sold them and did both, you would know. Ryan is on that Cokey 900 that you motherfucker put up your nose. It ain't no damn steroids. That boy on that damn coke. That's why he was all jittery and everything, because I thought he was going to keep it boring. I didn't want it boring, but I didn't want to see that old crazy dumbass, you know, the normal Ryan Garcia. But you know what? One thing we got to look at, these dudes, they're not very mature. So let me cam up for y'all. They not too mature, y'all, and that's one thing I got to keep in mind. We're dealing with kids. We're dealing kids. We're watching kids in a grown man sport. That's what we're watching young boys, because they're young. You know, their numbers is young. I mean, they're young men. They ain't men. They ain't full grown men. You don't get to your full manhood till you get around your 40s and 50s. You got to go through some shit to get there. They very immature young men. That's what they are. So they're going to do young, dumb stuff, but Ryan is just too much. I always thought Ryan Garcia was a cokehead way before the steroids, the Pez, the Ostarine, which is nothing but a weight cutting agent, but everybody think that gave him some damn strength that already seen him had. But I didn't really like the presser like that. And what was that about him? I love the WBC. I guess you do. He probably tricked all three of them girls that came out there yesterday. He just kept on saying, I love the WBC. I love the WBC. And I'm like, how many times is this motherfucker going to say out his mouth that he loves the WBC? Then I'm thinking he's going to pull out, you know, Suleiman or somebody. He go bring out some damn tricks. He bring three tricks out on the damn stage talking about, I love the WBC, I love the WBC. I'm like, well, who asked he about the kiss? Who ring he about the kiss? Because he's going to the back of the stage and we thinking he's going to pull out somebody important from the WBC. He bring out three girls, three little hoe tricks. And I'm like, what this is about? What did he bring out these three call girls for? Because that's what they call girls. Yeah, World Boxing Coke, there you go. That's all it stands for, because that boy's on that coca. He ain't on nothing else but that cocaine. Sniff, and don't know how to act. Then he bring the little tricks out. What? That's the reason why he loved the WBC? I thought he was going to explain that he loved the WBC because he getting a shot at a title that is an easy win for him. That's what I thought Ryan Garcia meant. But when he brought out the ring girls, I'm like, what he bringing ring girls out for? Cam, what's up, bro? I'm like, what the hell he bringing ring girls out? I know why he loved the WBC. He had he had the World Boxing Cocaine, then he probably got topped off by the three little tricks that he brought out on stage. That's why he kept on talking about he loved the WBC. That Ryan Garcia is out of his damn cocaine ass mind. Cause ain't nothing else going on. If anything weird is going on with Ryan Garcia, for all y'all emotional Carl Thomas motherfuckers, get over the steroid shit. That boy on cocaine. Get over the steroids and the pad shit. He's on cocaine. See McClain in the building. Make sure y'all check out my brother No Duck Zone podcast. How you doing, man? I'm talking about the goddamn presser yesterday. But you know what I did like about the presser? I did enjoy Mario Barrios. I enjoyed and respect how Mario Barrios handled the situation. You heard what Barrios said? You missed it. I watched the Jab Queen. I watched it, so I did it for it. So that's what I'm talking about. There you go, my brother. Yeah, BBO, I'm going to do a half an hour on the power. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We got to get at it. We got to get at it because, I'm coming back today, too. So, man, CDK will be back today. So that's why I want to get this shit on. We about to do something crazy here. We're about to go nuts, BBO. This is going to be a good year for Sports Talk Network. I'm letting you know right now. We're going to be going crazy very soon, all right? But I enjoyed Mario Barrios because Mario Barrios standing there, composed, like a man who's been there already. He's very comfortable. He's confident. Seems like he's not worrying about left hook Ryan, Captain Hook. He ain't worrying about that. He said, well, I didn't expect to run into a circus, but he said, it's good to hear all that because Ryan said something and Barrios said something too. See, I want fighters to be at 100%. I be wanting these fighters to be at 100%. So if I pick the fighter to win or lose, at least you're going to lose at 100%. You know what I mean? So it won't be no bullshit. Yeah, see, man, we know that's nervous energy too. We know that. That's very nervous energy along with the sugar boogers. You know what I'm saying? But people would say that fighters are not scared. Fighters be scared too, goddamn. People done fought being scared before, so I don't want to hear that. But I like what Barrios said. He said, good. I'm happy that he's 100%. So then when I whoop his ass, it won't be no damn excuses. You know what I'm saying? And Mario Barrios ain't coming to bow down to no damn Ryan Garcia, which he should not. Which he shouldn't. Mario Barrios fuck around and get Ryan Garcia ass whipping. Yo, what's going on, Fizzle? What's up, my guy? Yeah, hey, listen. Hey, Mark, he's on them sugar boogers. I thought Rick James was at the goddamn presser yesterday. What the hell? But I love the way Mario Barrios handled that shit. And I'm going to let y'all know right now, and I could be wrong, I'm picking Barrios for this fight. I'm picking Barrios for this fight. Yes, I am. I'm picking Mario Barrios that a lot of y'all don't respect for this damn fight. Y'all gotta respect him, man. Y'all gotta respect Barrios. Barrios ain't did nothing to nobody. The only thing Barrios did was piss us off by not getting old ass Manny Pacquiao out of there. Other than that, Barrios didn't do nothing to me. Barrios gave Keith Thurman a good fight, lasted way longer than what people thought. Thought Keefy Poo was gonna get him out there early. He was there to the very end. Now I mean, there ain't nothing wrong with losing to Lil Red. Now I mean, to a guy on the level in the skill set of Lil Red. So the couple losses he ain't got no bad losses. He ain't got no bad losses. You know what I'm saying? And he's a tough customer. Just like old Koki 900, Koki 800, Koki 8 ball Ryan said that, hey man, I really gotta watch this dude because I know he's coming to fight. And also, Ryan, he's done faced heavier punches than you, Ryan. He been in there with the legendary old ass Manny Pacquiao, which I don't want to see no more, but okay, we got to bring it up because he's still around. He's been in there with guys way better, so he's way more, seasoned than everything. What's up, Dan? So it's going to be a hell of a fight. And neither one can afford to lose, especially at this time. You don't want to get a streak of losses, you know what I mean? And then if Ryan lose back to back, then get him up out of here. Nobody's going to miss Ryan Garcia for real. If he get out of boxing, underrated darkness in the building. What's going on, brother? Good to see you. Yeah, so I can't wait to see that fight. Anything else that's going to be on here, I don't really care. I want to see this fight because we really going to see how focused Ryan Garcia allegedly is. You know what I'm saying? But we already know whatever goofy, nervous shit, trying to pull off little gimmicks that Ryan does, man, Ryan, you can tell Mario Barrios ain't going to even be bothered with that. And that's a good thing because with dealing with any fight, you can't let a fighter live in your head at all. Ain't no such thing rent-free. Yeah, they can't live in your head at all. Even if they paying you, you can't have a fighter living in your damn head. So Barrios is doing the right thing by not feeding into Ryan Garcia antics and his goofiness. Because, see, that's one thing that got Devin Haney caught the fuck up. And y'all worrying about some damn Ostarine. Wasn't no damn weight-cutting agent. Dev fucking mind wasn't fucking right. Dev thought the bull wasn't serious and all that. That's what happened. All right, but Ryan Garcia got some work on his hand. It ain't gonna be no easy day at the park for him with Mario Barrios. And I know Barrios enjoy being champion, and he's going to try to protect his title that night. And I'm picking him to win because, to be honest with you, if Ryan ain't knocking nobody the fuck out, who is he really taking to school? Who he's really gonna go the distance with him and he really beat him on the scorecard? We never broke down a fight where Ryan went the distance and he won. He was like, yeah, Ryan could knock this dude out, but he was boxing his boy head off. He took him to school. We ain't never said anything like that about Ryan Garcia. I doubt if we ever will, which I could be wrong, but we know with him, know his style, then I think we're not going to hear that. Exactly, Jag Queen, he never did. So, that's the only way he can win is by stopping some damn body. You know what I mean? What's going on, Drop? What's going on with you? In the building, the Professor A.B., the Professor is in the building. Yeah, underrated on the number one grinder, best kept secret on, so yes he is, but yeah, and so now, I gotta talk about what's gonna happen tomorrow, y'all. We gotta talk about this fight. I gotta talk about it because I ain't really get to talk about this fight. I spoke on it, but god damn it, we got some fireworks tomorrow, man. We got Ray Muratalla, aka Cheese. We gave him the nickname Cheese, G5, D3, and my man Tizzle, we gave him the name Cheese. That's his nickname, because it's Muratalla, mozzarella, you know what I mean? So we call him Cheese, you know what I mean? So my man Cheese Muratalla, taking on Andy Cruz, aka Keyshawn's real daddy. So we got Cheese Muratalla and Keyshawn's real daddy fighting tomorrow. And I heard what everybody had to say. I don't know how exciting this fight going to be. I don't think it's going to be too much excitement in this fight. Not saying it's going to be boring, but looking at the style of these fighters, now Andy Cruz, who can box? Now his last couple fights, he's been a little more, he's been a little more satisfying to the eye that's witnessing him. Because he actually going out there and he getting in the mix, taking the punch, punching a little harder. He's not just about playing it safe. He'll make you miss and make you pay, which that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to make him miss, make him pay, and he can box, and he shows that he can get gritty. He don't mind getting dirty in there, but he doesn't do it consistent enough. You know what I mean? So what's going on with Andy Cruz, he's going to have to start picking up how many times he fights a year. But should he go out and beat my man Cheese tomorrow? A lot of people feel as though he will beat Cheese. You know, they say Maritata is limited. He's a limited fighter. They're not saying, you know, he's all right. He's all right. He's all right. Got some punching power to him, but he does lack in other areas. His reflexes ain't the quickest or the sharpest. He's not really the fastest guy. Average footwork. You know, he got an average toolbox all the way around the board, but somewhat a complete toolbox, but it ain't the highest grade. You see what I'm saying? It ain't the highest grade. He's going to need a little more than that in that toolbox to beat Andy Cruz. But who knows? But it should be a tough fight, and hopefully these guys actually make it an action-packed boxing match, because when we think about the two styles, we got Maritata facing Andy Cruz. It can easily be a sleep fest. It can easily be some violins going on, especially when fighters like to play it too damn safe. Shakur Stevenson, which we got to see in this T.O. fight. He got to make T.O. miss and make him pay. Every time T.O. miss, he better make him pay. That's what it is. We better see a more offensive Shakur Stevenson. But like I said, going back and talking about tomorrow's fight, so I got Andy Cruz winning the fight by unanimous decision. Would it be a landslide or kind of close? But I'm not sure. I'll know after the first couple rounds. You know, I always have that on repeat because that's how I operate when the fights come on. But I say, yeah, I got Andy Cruz taking Cheese to school, and I like Cheese. Now, guess what, Cam? I can't rule that out because Cheese can do it. He can do it. I really don't have a horse in the race, but, you know, when Ray Maritata first came out, yes, we was heavy on him. I still like him. So that's why I'm 50-50. It don't matter who wins the fight because I like these guys both, and I really like them evenly. So, you know, it's like, okay, it's a pick 'em fight because you like both guys. Just take one, it ain't gonna be personal. You see what I'm saying? So Cam is putting it up there. Hey, Mac. Hey, Lil, how y'all doing? So Cam is putting up the spread. So it's minus 270 and minus 270 for Cruz, 200 for Maritata Curly on FanDuel. So of course they favoring Andy Cruz. But like I said, I'm gonna go with the decision. Now, let's say if Andy Cruz just happens to wind up stopping Ray Maritata, ooh, that would be something, wouldn't it, ladies and gentlemen? If Andy Cruz stops Ray Maritata, please tell me how the internet is going to be, how the boxing committee is going to be if Andy Cruz gets a knockout against Ray Maritata. Now here's the thing, Maritata can punch, got a pretty respectable knockout ratio, but he can also be put on his ass bag too. And then we seen, you know, some glimpse to where Andy Cruz can punch. He's not a style puncher, but he can punch because he's a complete boxer. But we see he can punch. You know what I mean? And then if he presses on it the right way, hey, he can put Cheese on his ass bag. So it's definitely a good fight. They're gonna think Cruz on snack. Listen, Cam, I'm gonna be honest with you. Me personally, I think a lot of these dudes is on something, man. I think most of these guys is on something. It's really probably like just really literally a handful of fighters that would honestly say I feel as though, and no, not believe, because having belief don't have any proof or any, no, I don't go with belief, I have to know. I don't know, man. I don't know. Woo-wee. We gonna see. But yes, if he gets a knockout stoppage, that's gonna be big. That's a big win for Andy Cruz. You know, yeah, but it's definitely gonna be crazy. How you doing? You ready for the so-called storm? I don't even think it's gonna be as bad as they say. They always over-exaggerate.
It's gonna be pretty bad.
You think so?
Yeah, 8 inches.
All right. You say 8, I'm gonna go with 6.
It'll be 8.
All right, I take your word.
We'll see.
All right. Yeah, I like Andy, man. Yeah, talking about the snowstorm. Everybody got some snow coming, so make sure you have what you have for the weekend. Hopefully you be locked in with somebody you can get along with. But we gonna keep it on the boxing right now. But yeah, it's definitely gonna be a good fight. They gonna think Cruz is on that snack. Yes, they is. I see that. I have to read it again. But like I said, I don't really trust too many of these fighters, man. Boxing is a very dirty sport. It's a very dirty sport, and you know they don't play fair. You know what I mean? It's a very dangerous sport. So I ain't too surprised. Like I really just feel as though that it's really only a handful of guys in the sport of boxing that's on the straight up and up, and they not taking anything. Here in Jersey, we supposed to get 10 to 14. Yeah. Well, you know, Mike Grimm, I'm right next to you, man. I'm right next to you, Mike Grimm. I'm right in Philly. You know, I'm just a Ben Franklin or the Walt Whitman. You see what I'm saying? Even Bridge. I can get the Jersey, depending on what part of Jersey you in. I'm right there. So I know y'all supposed to get 10 to 14, and y'all normally get a few more inches than Philly anyway. That always been a thing. You know, like when we had that snowstorm back in 1996. Mike Grimm, you old enough to remember that. When we had that storm back in 1996 here in Philly, I think y'all got like maybe 3 or 4 more inches than we did then, because y'all got hit with that storm in 96 too. Yeah, a C-Man, that is a lot. A C-Man. C-Man, do you see that? Everybody in the chat, let's look at Mike Grimm. Mike Grimm said New Jersey's supposed to get between 10 to 14. Now listen, C-Man, that 10 to 14 takes me back to when we used to have to go to school during these snowstorms. You had to go to school and then get sent home. Oh, you from Trenton? Oh man, shout out to Trenton, New Jersey. Shout out to Trenton, New Jersey, Mike Grimm. You know, I got a lot of connection with Jersey because I roller skate. You know what I mean? So yeah, hold on. Hold on, y'all. But other than that, nothing wrong, no hard foul. Y'all coming straight back? Y'all want to get right to it, or just a few minutes?
No, I gotta hop on a meeting, so I'm gonna go in there.
All right, cool. How was y'all night, man? Y'all get some rest and everything? So, all right, cool. Y'all ain't gotta do no work during this fucking storm. Hopefully, after today, y'all ain't gotta go out and work tomorrow. Hey, man, oh yeah, I'll be calling out sick. Yeah, I'm back, y'all. Where we at? I'll be making me money in Jersey. Hey, C-Man, you better get on a hustle, because that's what I might do tomorrow. I might go out and get on a hustle. You know that old song? Do the hustle. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, y'all. But yeah, it's gonna be something. So yeah, Mike Grimm, you in Trenton, man. I love Trenton, man. Roller skating, Mike. So that's my connection to Jersey. Roller skating, been to every damn skating rink there is in different parts of Jersey, you know. But yeah, shout out to Jersey, man. Shout out to Jersey. But yeah, it's gonna be nasty. It's gonna be nasty. You know, they don't know. And man, you can go out and make you some good ass money. Listen, that's all you need to do is correctly dress yourself for the weather. All right, you gonna need a couple layers of socks, depending on what type of insulated boot you got on. Dress yourself right, put the right stuff in your body, make sure you stretch. Make sure you stretch your back muscles, because you're going to go out there, you're going to be hustle, hustle, hustle. You got to know how to do it. You got to know how to do it, and you can make some damn money. Because listen, I'm going to tell y'all something right now. The gentrification people, you know, they some lazy motherfuckers. You hear me? Them gentrification people, they are fucking lazy. Let me tell y'all something. The snow that we just had a few days here, a few days ago, early in the week, and it more so turned into ice for a few days. Listen, none of these people who's wealthy, supposed to be wealthy people, well-off people, their pavements, their neighborhoods, I'm gonna say their neighborhood was a mess. Because these people wouldn't even put any salt down. But the little snow that we got turned into freezing ice. And we had ice almost all week. We still got ice out there right now. We still got ice out there right now. I ain't even tell y'all, man, I fell early this week. That's what I meant to share with y'all, because y'all know I ride a lot. Now, I do more riding the bike than driving because I'm so close to work. But I ain't even tell y'all. Monday night, on my way in Monday night, man, I'm riding. And I said, man, I ain't on the right bike. But I said, I'm gonna take this chance. Because my distance from home to work is not very far. That's why I just ride a bike. But I felt it. But the thing was, they didn't even salt the area. Now, the route that I ride to take to work is a major bus route. So they should have had that shit snow, you know, they should have had that shit taken care of. They should have had bought the salt through there so it would be no ice. And the entire street was just a sheet of ice. So I'm riding, and I felt this shit coming from the back tire. You know what I mean? Because the back tire, you know, back wheel drive. That motherfucker slipped. I went up in the air like this. Right on the lower part of my goddamn back. Was able to get right up. Got right up. I said, God damn it. See, was my headphones broken? Look, I was worrying about my damn headphones, Cam. I was worrying about the headphones. Now, don't get it twisted. I felt it. But the impact wasn't as hard as it could have been. And even though I fell on ice, I think because the extra padding that I had on, that it didn't fuck my back up like it could have. Because you know when you hit that lower part of your back, going near that tailbone, that shit hurt, and your body ain't gonna be acting right. You can't walk right, can't shit right, can't piss right, can't fuck right. So, what's up, Op? So I was good for that, but it just gave me like a, you know when you get a little sore, uncomfortable feeling, but not nothing to stop you from being mobile. You know what I mean? It's just, you know, if I try to do a little too much and twerk, and you know, if I do too much with my lower back muscle, I may hurt myself. But I'm walking, I'm still riding. So, what's up, Just Do? My brother in the building. Awesome show yesterday, man. He always putting up an awesome show. My favorite content creator. Yeah, so that was good, but see, that's because of the weather and the mayor and the city. They didn't take care of the streets as they supposed to. But like I said, now when I left work that morning, on my way home, I said, you know what, I'm not gonna ride. So what I did, I walked the bike. Cause I said, you know what, even though I can see more in the daytime, I just wanna see something. So look, Mike Grimm, I said, I'm gonna walk home this time. I rode a little bit away. I said, no, I wanna walk. And man, listen, going all through the rich neighborhood, not one person had they goddamn pavement clear. All these people that make 100, couple hundred, 300,000 a year, their community was horrible. Nobody cleaned their pavement. But they got a nerve to have their noses all up in the air and thinking that they better than everybody, and y'all couldn't even goddamn put no goddamn $5 or $6 goddamn rock salt on y'all pavement. Y'all couldn't shovel that little shit, and y'all making thousands of dollars. That's so damn disgusting. I don't give a fuck how much money you got. It's not how much you got, it's how you live. And that's horrible and it's disgusting. And listen, y'all, I was in my bag too. Look, I'm riding, I'm walking through the neighborhood, me and my bike. And guess what I said? Y'all would have thought I had a boy. I said, this don't make no motherfucking sense. I said, yeah. I said, all y'all little fucking Richie motherfuckers, all this goddamn money y'all got, and y'all couldn't get y'all lazy asses up and drop some damn salt on the damn pavement. Y'all ain't got no goddamn men in the house. Where's the goddamn men in the house? Where are all the damn men? They can't shovel and put no salt on the pavement. It was horrible. And I said, I know all y'all hear me. Yes, and next time I come through this motherfucker and I fall on anybody's property, I'm going to whoop your ass and then I'm going to sue your ass because you's a lazy, trifling ass by not getting that mess up in front of your goddamn steps. Now, if you ain't get your shit right, you must ain't coming out the house because I'm pretty sure if they walked out the house, they was gonna break their motherfucking goddamn bones. I was ready to be out there, go home and get a goddamn bowl of fucking marbles like, Home Alone and say, oh, you got a package outside and more, besides that damn ice on your damn step that you ain't salt down, I was gonna throw a couple marbles down there to fuck your ass up a little more. Hell, it make no sense, man. I was like, hell no. Hell no. No, clean your pavements up. If we get the snowstorm like we supposed to, y'all make sure them gentrification motherfucker uppity bastards, make sure they clean they shit up. Cause they some dirty motherfuckers. They some dirty motherfuckers. No, that's because you make money don't make you clean. Cause I still know a whole bunch of dirty motherfuckers that's still dirty motherfuckers. Ain't no you used to be a dirty motherfucker. If you're a motherfucker that don't like washing your ass, you ain't gonna never like washing your ass no matter how much money you make. The hell you talking about? Oh, once a dirty motherfucker, always a dirty motherfucker. What you talking about? Now I've seen a clean person become dirty because that's drugs and all that shit. But them motherfuckers is still same dusty dust bubbles. They just got some money. They still dusty. What's up, Erkan? How you doing? I'm messing with people this morning. You know how I do. Makes my day. I'd rather mess with them before they mess with me.
I finally got to season 3 of the show.
Yeah. I told
As soon as after that one day, I started watching that show.
I told you, yo.
It was on episode like 4. Season 3 episode.
Yeah.
Is it last season?
Yeah, but then they're coming back with a whole nother joint, so it's going to be mixed. Yeah. That's bogus. What y'all talking about, man? The ice truck guys don't hit the streets here in Cincinnati to the day of the storm and never. Yeah. They listen. I ain't know y'all had it going on out there like that too, but I'll tell you something. The city of Philadelphia is fucking horrible. If you think about it, our cities ain't shit. If our cities is being ran more by the city government than us, then our cities ain't gonna do us no goddamn justice. Hey, hold on, y'all. I'm gonna give you a heads up, right? The girl Bree about to be the new site supervisor. The girl Bree. Yeah. She about to take Anthony's spot on the low. And watch herself, she gonna be writing motherfuckers up for all type of shit. She already wrote Stanley up, because Stanley left with the master badge again. And he already called me, told me he coming in late. No, he's still at work, but he's getting written up. And Stanley. No, he's not quitting, but he ain't fit for the, you know what I mean? Yeah, so that's what that is. Yeah. So she was like, she gonna be doing a whole lot of changing. So if anybody just, you got anything you don't lose, just tighten up, cause she on her shit. Yeah, and she told me she had talked to Valerie, so this is coming from Valerie, not even Margarita. Yeah, and then, she talked to Jimmy and shit, and then, plus they not really happy with how, hold on y'all, how Margarita she's like letting what's the name just fend for itself, but you're supposed to be teaching him and schooling him because Edwin didn't train him right. Yeah, I mean, and then they supposed to train him too. I mean, but it's crazy. Hey, yo, I'm taking Cole, yo. I think Cole gonna beat Jesse Hart, yo. Hey, Cam, I'm glad you asked me that, because Just Do was cooking on it yesterday, and Philly and Jersey, I fucks with Jersey. I got nothing but love for Jersey, man. I fucks with a lot of people in Jersey. You know what I'm saying? A whole lot of cool people in Jersey I mess with, man. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I'm taking Cole, man. I know Jesse Hart is battle tested, he a veteran. He been in there with the better opposition and everything. But that face off, yo, bro. Hey Cam. Hey Cam, listen everybody. That face off, oh man. I don't think I'm gonna see a face off that's gonna top that. I need to see a face off that's gonna top that, man. Wow. That face off was something else, man. And it's just, it looked like they was really about to rumble. That's what I loved about it. It looked like they was about to throw down right there, man. I got Cole too, you know what I mean? So, you know, ain't no disrespect to Philly, you know. I'll fuck with my city, but I'm gonna keep it real, you know what I mean? Definitely gonna keep it real. And I like Cole, man. From the first time I seen Cole make his debut, I like him. I seen him on Boots cards a couple times. I like Cole, man. He's nice. Yeah, the one in the street was woo, that one in the street, yes, sir. Yeah, hey, you gonna love it, take me and Cam word, you gonna love it. Cause they was talking about, man, Cole was like, yeah, we can do it with the gloves off. Wait, yes. Yeah, Mad Jamal back versus 20-1 Salazar as well. Yeah, I heard about that. That's gonna be a good one too. Ooh, that's gonna be a good one too, Cam. What y'all think about that? I like that one too, baby. Yeah, I like that. Mad Jamal and Salazar. That's gonna be a good fight. I think that's a 50-50 fight. I love to call a fight 50-50. Yeah, I know you and Kano did Oplet. Yeah, y'all, matter of fact, y'all was the first ones that I seen him on. You know what I mean? Yeah, yup. Omari got a showcase fight in Zaquan Moses. Now now you know what? I'm watching him too. I don't know how good he's gonna be. But I don't think he is good as he is, as people say he is now. I gotta watch Zaquan a little more, and I can see him losing. Like I can see him losing early. You know what I mean? I can see him getting the loss early. Amari Jones is nice. Amari Jones is nice. Yeah. I'm telling you, man. I think Mad Jamal and Salazar may go the distance, but like I was about to say, listen, I love when I can say a 50-50 fight because that's a true boxing match. The more even, you know, the percentages between the two warriors is better. You know what I'm saying? You think Zaquan decent, but once it got to serious timing with them other youngest, shit gonna yeah. Cause a lot of other youngest that's in his class, he's not better than those guys, and he got some sharp dudes that he got to deal with that's around him. Yeah, it's serious for him. Yeah, that's your core little cousin. But I think that's one thing that's gonna wind up getting him hurt. You know, trying to be like Shakur, because if you notice, he kind of fights the same exact way as Shakur. You know what I'm saying? Which could be bad. You know what I mean? No matter if they, you know, Grandpop is his trainer too and all that, but sometimes that can be bad for your fighters. Jay Gibson in the building, TWT, always the family. My first family on this motherfucker, yeah. But we gonna see. We definitely is going to see when that takes place. Now, we got a few more fights coming up. We got some more fights coming up in February too. That's what I'm saying. He fights exactly like Shakur, but is he as gifted, as talented as Shakur? No. He's not as talented and as gifted as Shakur. And that's why I'm going to see him taking a loss soon, because he coming up with a lot of guys that's fucking sharp. You know, but this raises the question for me, because we know Kamel Moulton lost to him. We know Kamel Moulton lost to him. And just like with Keyshawn moved on from his camp and back with his Olympic trainer, back with his amateur trainer, which I think that's going to go backwards for Keyshawn Davis. Keyshawn going back to his original trainer. His trainer is good for training amateurs. This is the pros. I don't know how good that's going to work out for Keyshawn. That's going backwards, and that's definitely not and definitely. And like I said, I was talking about it on the show with CDK yesterday when we did our show. Definitely, and then y'all gotta peep. You just came from the corner, the camp of the year. Trainer and camp of the year. Trainer and camp in the past decade. And then you go backwards to your Olympic trainer / amateur trainer. He has training experience as an amateur. I don't know if his Olympic trainer has any training experience far as the pros. And I don't know if his amateur like pro shit is going to adapt very well to the pros. Now, you can easily say, well, you know, Keyshawn is already in the pros, but Keyshawn ain't no pro yet. He's still a goddamn prospect that wound up getting a fucking opportunity. That's it. He hasn't even shown any growth and any improvement in his shit. He just happened to be with Bo-Mac, and Bo-Mac just got motherfucker looking good, but is he, you know what I mean? This is no disrespect to Bo-Mac. You get in there, he's gonna make something out of you. For real, Cam? Hey, y'all, you see what Cam said? Cam said he think that Shakur told Keyshawn to leave Bo-Mac. Why, Cam? Why would you think, I'm going to say this. Why would Shakur tell Keyshawn to leave Bo-Mac? The only reason why I can see Shakur telling Keyshawn, yeah, but I don't think that's the reason why Shakur told Keyshawn to leave him, because Bo-Mac don't need him. I'm trying to figure out what would be the reason why Shakur would tell him, because we know Bo-Mac don't need him. He need Bo-Mac. You know what I mean? But if Shakur told him for a certain reason. And I think the reason why, you know, he said that because, hey man, maybe somewhere down the line in my world of fantasy that these two dudes might get in the ring with each other. Cause all that they brother shit, I ain't trying to hear that. Okay, you was there for that man, and you was the heir that talked sense to him. He didn't commit suicide. I ain't down playing what you did. I did that for a whole lot of damn people. We all been counselors for somebody, but just because I help somebody, slow somebody down, and stop them from saving their lives or something, or making a bad decision, do that make us brothers? Do we look at each other like brothers? What's going on, Mr. Gumbo? I got a homie, well, I got a few. But I'm gonna give one guy an example. It's a guy in my neighborhood that if I was to go to my neighborhood and roll up on him and say, damn, man, you know, I don't mean to bring it up, but I'm glad to still see you here after losing a lot of people. And you know what he would say? Yeah, I'm still here because if you didn't help me out that day, I probably wouldn't have been here. Now, I mean, man, my man was in the barbershop. He was on off that shit back in the late 90s, early 2000s. True facts, right? And we ain't never been the best of friends, slept in each other's house, none of that. We just know each other from the neighborhood. Our family hang in the same areas. But he was fucked up and he was ODing in the fucking barber shop. I had just got off work. I used to work at a hospital. Wasn't working in the medical field. I was just working in the hospital. You know what I mean? And I just happened to come in there while he was ODing. Got him right up, shook him up out of that. Got him right up out of that. Looked at me, he said, damn. He said, yo, C, man, I love you, man. He said, I could have been gone. I said, listen, man, you telling me thank you. You saying thank you to me, that's it. We ain't got to start hanging together. We ain't got to act like the best of friends. We can still be the same way that we are. We ain't got to be no closer. We ain't got to start hanging together. Because just on the fly, if you're down and out again and I can help you out, I'm going to do it again. We don't act like we the closest motherfuckers. We see each other and, you know, he still appreciate it because he's like, yo, C, what's up, man? Be safe out here. He never forget what I did for him. But do I go there and say, man, listen, man, me and Scoopy Scoop, we fucking brothers. That's my best friend. I never go there with him. No, because guess what? If somebody say, man, I give you and C $50,000 for y'all to get into a little joint of slap tap. You know what we gonna say? Hey, C, you know we'll never fight personally, but you wanna get this $50,000? What we gotta do against each other? Or we gotta slap tap or something. We gonna get this motherfucking money. I don't give a fuck what somebody did, and I'm not downplaying. We all has stopped someone from making a dumb mistake. I like to end the mistake. I'm not talking down on it, but don't make it seem like Shakur did something, been there for you, and that never happened for other people. But still, what that got to do with you as a competitor and a warrior and showing everybody you the fuck best? You understand what I'm saying? Motherfuckers they ain't got the type of even Styles and Kiss and shit to battle each other. They'll battle each other for some motherfucking money. If it's about some damn business, they gonna do it. They ain't gonna do nothing against each other personal, but if it's about some damn business, they gonna be about that damn business. All right, so I don't know what's going on with young man, but not a smart move to go back to a damn amateur trainer. That's a big drop. So, you know, he talking big shit. He's not business no more. He's amazing. We gonna see how amazing he is. We gonna see if he half man, half amazing. Last time I know half man, half amazing, that was Vince Carter. That's the last half man, half amazing I know was Vince Carter. D Free in the building. What's up, D Free? Thank goodness it's Friday, man. You know, just doing some STN stuff, you know, talking about a little bit of everything. Right now, just talking about the situation with Keyshawn Davis, leaving Bomac and going back to his amateur trainer. No, it's not Mr. Gumbo, and this is what we express to these people all the time. You know, so when they get to jumping up out of their chest, talking ish about boxing and make it seem like today's boxing is all this and all that, it is really just entertaining to me. Because it's not like back in the day, and that's why I say today's fighters should never be compared to yesterday. Just like yesterday prices ain't today prices. It's the same thing. There's no comparison. This is a soft world. The fans is even soft because they counting you out soon when you take a loss. Soon when you get a loss, your fans is counting you out. Manny Pacquiao been knocked out cold. We ain't never said it was the end of Pacquiao. What we talking about? Mr. Pound for Pound. Mr. Pound for Pound. The real Mr. Pound for Pound. Because there's only really one true Mr. Pound for Pound, y'all. Let me just say that. Let me just say there's only one really true Mr. Pound for Pound. Y'all already know who he is. Right? That's Mr. Pound for Pound because they never gave anybody else that damn title. That's why he's always going to be Mr. Pound for Pound. You see what I'm saying? Can't take that away from him. That is stamped, solidified, and written. There's no comparison at all. It's not the same. And these guys is warriors back then. They didn't give a fuck. We wasn't counting these guys out. Cause they take a loss and get right back in the ring and go whoop somebody's ass. You know, they get right back up. Might have just got their ass whipped. Get right back in the ring and take it out on somebody else. That's how boxing was. And then a lot of these guys, we're not going to say there wasn't no avoiding going on, but not at this rate. Not going to act like there wasn't no ducking going on. Definitely not at this rate. The ducking was, the rate of ducking was way lower than what it is now. These dudes are scared. They are scared money. They ain't going to make no money. They're scared. That's why these guys not fighting nobody. Fighting who they want, that we want to see them fight. You really want to fight somebody, you're going to make it happen. That's what it is. And stop talking about the promoters and stuff. The promoter, your manager ain't doing it for you. Get the fuck away from them. You the boss. They work for you. There's no excuse. You really want to get at somebody's ass, you're going to get at them. Shout out to Sugar Booger Ryan Garcia, because that's what he did. He wanted that tank bag, and he did whatever he needed to do, and he never do in here, Ryan threatened his damn promoter. But guess what? He said, motherfucker, you ain't gonna get me this fight. I'm gonna make it happen my damn self. Why hasn't everybody else that's supposed to want that smoke do what Ryan Garcia did? See, everybody too busy criticizing, downplaying Ryan Garcia because, you know, they personally hurt, because no real Devin Haney fans never want to see Devin Haney get dropped, and they never thought Devin Haney would get dropped. But it happened, goddamn it, shit, it happens. It happens, shit, goddamn it. The fuck? It happens, it's a part of boxing. It's going to happen. You know? It's going to happen. It's just how you respond. It's how you get up and how you continue. Not all about this protection agency crap that they got going on. Always protecting somebody, always protecting some damn body. You know? So, yeah. Now, we got, now, my brother BBO was saying something about, hold on, y'all. My brother BBO was talking about, he think Benavidez is afraid of Opataya. I don't think, well, they're not in the same weight class, and I think Opataya is in a smaller weight class. If Opataya really want that smoke, he think he could beat the Mexican monster, won't he just move up and wait and do it? Won't he just move up and wait and do it? Because this is my whole thing. These guys that get up weight classes and whatnot, they get to talking about fighters in other weight classes. My whole thing is, if you ain't really trying to go there and fight them, ain't no need of you mentioning them. That's my whole thing. But whoever's the guy to beat, I think everybody should be chasing the guy to beat. All right? Whoever's the guy, whoever's the man out of all the men, I think everybody should be chasing whoever the man is. That's who you should be going after. Whoever the man is, that's who you need to be going after. Then if you really about it and you really about legacy, everybody that got something that you don't have in your possession yet, you need to get at all of them. That's if you the only good fighter left in that weight class, they ain't got no belt, you better start taking them. You better take your belt off around your waist and whip that champion belt off their ass. Said BBO smoking Cleveland Reggie with the boxing takes he's been having the last month. Shout out to BBO, man. Shout out to BBO. But man, you know, boxing would never get back to what it was. So I think that's a conversation we don't need to talk on no more, man. Boxing ain't gonna never get the fuck back to what it was. It won't. It's gonna take too damn much. You gotta, in order for boxing to get back to what it once was, We got to clean out damn near everything that's in boxing right now. We have to clean out damn near everything that's in boxing right now. I said, at least you gotta clean out and detox about 80-something% of the bullshit that's going on in boxing right now to get even close to how boxing used to be. You see what I'm saying? And then once again, you gotta look at the fact, too many goddamn belts. You see what I'm saying? It's too many things for people to avoid. So when you don't give people enough room to run and hide, they can only come out to play, you know what I mean? I'ma say it again. When you don't give fighters enough room to hide or run, they're gonna have to come out and play, You know, warriors come out to play, yeah. Said BBO Takes been ass lately, and that's my brother, and I love him. He gotta stop with that. He called pickle pulling for Zuffle. Hey, that's right, Cam. Get at it. You know, if BBO is out of order, get at his goddamn ass. Cause sometimes my bro be out of order. You hear me? He be out of order, man. Truly be out of order. I know my brother, he took a couple days off. I know Clarence McClain would be on this morning. See, man, you still in here, bro? You going live? Because we going to shut down in around 4 minutes, man. And I'm definitely going to see y'all throughout the day, the entire day. I will see y'all. We will be back on later today, man, CDK. And Mr. Shelton. We will be back on sometime today around noontime. All right, but until then, we gonna close out in a few minutes, and we gonna get right out the way for my man Clarence McClain, my brother. The No Duck Zone podcast is dope, man. Y'all, if y'all not subscribed, make sure y'all go over to Clarence McClain. Check out the No Duck Zone podcast. You would appreciate it just as well as I do. I know you will. I know y'all trust my taste. All right? I ain't gonna steer you wrong. Yeah. He got abducted. I told him yesterday. He got abducted. Yeah, he's with the OGs. Yup. Yeah, because I've been on Mr. Shelton about that. Because actually, we was going to add on Mr. Shelton and Mr. Tommy Hill, too. So it was going to be me, CDK, Mr. Shelton, and Tommy Hill. We could still do that. Know what I mean? Because we still wanted to bring 2 other guests on. So maybe it'd be a night where CDK is not available, but we still got to stay consistent. I could be on with Shell and whoever else going to come up, because we're going to let certain people come up, you know, but we wanted to add another member to the OGs. Know what I mean? So you know how it is. Yeah, so we style She Can Kiss out this motherfucker. You know what I mean? We EPMD and DJ Scratch right now. Yeah, that's like a Fantastic Four, Cam. Me, CDK, Mr. Sheldon, and Tommy Hill. That's like a Fantastic Four, Fearless Four, Funky Four. 4-4, kicking the door. You know what I mean? But dope, yeah, and Shelt my guy, man. Shelt my guy. Shelt don't play no games, boy. He get heated. Yeah, man. We know how Mr. Tommy Hill on Chills is, and we know you rub Mr. Hill on Chills the wrong way. Oh yeah, he got a turn up button too, y'all. Oh yeah, don't get it fucked up. Mr. Calm and Cool Collective, the distinguished gentleman. Oh yeah, he can go there. Don't get Mr. Thomas Hill twisted. Oh, he can go there. You know what I mean? He can get funky too now. But yeah, man. So, you know, we just working on some things. But look, that's my time, y'all. Party people. I'm going to see y'all later. Go check out my